Had his last silver in Lakeland, which was right here down the street.
Yeah, Zoe's 24 years old. She's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Former D1 tennis player from the University of Washington and Minnesota. Transitioned to pickleball in 2023. She's making a name for herself quickly. We'll see what she's got tonight. She's got a tough opponent to show off against.
Just wide there. I mean, that's not a bad debut right there. Hanging tough in the forehand cross-court battle there with Jorja Johnson.
1-0-2.
She's putting that one on him. All right, she's going to serve it here. Down one to start.
Ball's just wide.
You're definitely going to have a test here. Not only, you know, playing the Johnsons, a formidable, the #1 seed, playing with Lindsey Newman, who's, you know, known for unconditional or unconventional play and stellar defense, which you kind of saw right there. Definitely puts even the seasoned pros through a little bit of a ringer.
Yeah, it's hard not to be nervous. You got to just relax and play your game. Zoe's doing a good job staying in the point.
2-1-2.
Not able to get that one over. Trying a little cross-court reset right there.
See the little bit of the strategy going after Zoe.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to go after her. But, I mean, listen, she was hanging tough, but nothing can prepare you for the flick wizard.
Yeah,
you got to see it in action to get ready for it.
Might not be a good idea to speed up to his forehand.
All right, Q. I mean, he just put that one down the middle.
3-2-1.
All right, they've taken a lead here, 3-2-1.
Love the ATP.
The sliding backhand ATP goes past Zoe. You could tell she was like, ooh.
4-2-1.
That's a rip.
It was a rip. Don't count Riley out, though. He's just waiting for his turn to step in there and rip it himself. There it is.
There you go. He got it in the middle of that one.
Said, I want to play.
5-2-2.
Just missed.
Definitely see JW going for something a little bit extra right there. She had it on her paddle.
6-2-2.
Riley getting involved, taking a little bit of the court.
2-6-1.
All right, see if they can get some points here.
There's the defense for Riley.
There it is. You definitely see that. JW maybe playing a little safe on a couple of those. Riley able to get them back. All right, see if they can get them on the 2.
Definitely a sneaky speed up there. She didn't see it coming.
Nothing could prepare you for the speed of the what's that coming. I mean, you know, you could tell that she definitely has the goods to be here on tour. She's already shown here in a few points, but you definitely have to see a few when you play a team like this.
Yeah, just those little adjustments. The game of inches there, just left it up a little high, and J-Dub knew what to do with it. Yeah, I'm a fan of Alush. I think you're going to hear his name a lot. Let's go.
Go!
Yes, please, as Dave would say.
There we go. That is a great point right there. Riley Newman putting it away.
We want to see him get involved in this game a little bit more if they're going to have a chance.
Yeah.
She got a paddle on it this time.
She definitely adjusted to be able to get that one, but he had a lot of pace on that. There was some serious spin coming off of Riley's paddle to give him that advantage.
Jorja coming in, showing off her stuff. Yes.
Oh, what a fight there.
What
She's hanging tough with JW.
Zoey showing her stuff. Unlucky there at the end, goes wide.
Yeah, she said it. We didn't
That
have
ball
to.
was going out.
Way out. Yeah, that ball was definitely going to be
This is one of those
close
games
to the
where
fans.
the score does not really explain how close the game could have been. Each one of these points could have gone either way. She gets out of the way of a couple of them.
That's a lot of pressure right there. You can see she's not having to move too much. She's able to do what she wants with the ball at the kitchen. That's Jorja Johnson effect
She just
right
got
there.
outworked by one of the best in the game. Yeah, starting to get in her head a little bit. She needs to stay positive here and think next ball.
Absolutely.
Next ball right here.
Absolutely. When you're on a stage like this, you're debuting, there are all kinds of things going through your head. All right, the Johnsons take game 1 as the #1 seed here.
Yeah.
We're going to come back to you here for game 2. The Johnsons, Jorja and J-Dub, took game 1 in pretty dominating fashion here. We got a newcomer with Riley Newman. Zoey Weil showing off here a little bit.
Starting off the second game just like they did going after Zoey.
You know, conventional pickleball, you want to stay up at that line. I might like to see her take a little step back. She's just getting too much pressure put on her. I'm okay with a little distance, you know, just to give her a little
Mix
more
it up.
time.
Can't
Yeah.
hurt. Just too good right there from J-Dub.
And the flick wizard right there. They call him that for a reason, folks.
101.
Just too good.
Yeah.
Gets out of the way this time, though.
She did. You see?
Two
Yeah.
times in a row she couldn't get out of the way, and now she does, and the ball goes in. So she's getting a little frustrated.
Well, Riley's definitely starting to put a little more pressure on that side of the court. That's why you saw Jorja able to put that one behind him. But he's putting a little more pressure here. You know, in all fairness to Zoey, it gets tight over there.
Oh, a little behind the back action from Zoey.
I like that.
See if she can just relax a little bit here and make some adjustments. Okay.
There you go, Zoey.
That's
She's got
how
a
you
little
get.
ATP behind the back earlier. She's starting to loosen up here.
I'd like to see Riley get a little aggressive here, get in the action a little more. Just a little miscommunication.
Yeah, new partnerships here. We talked about it throughout the broadcast. Some new partnerships definitely, you know, cause a little middle confusion.
4-0-2.
She even got a paddle on it that time.
She's
Still.
progressing as the game goes on.
Yep.
Stay down on 5.
Just too good, though, from the #1 seed, showing why they are the #1 seed.
5-0-2.
Great serve.
Commentator curse.
Or you're just J-dub and you're good. Okay, Riley. Riley's trying. It seems like they're just not giving him any room.
He is, you know, trying to do the best he can, but you never know. Like, the Johnsons work really hard on just deceptiveness. To be the #1 seed, man, you got to have all the shots. And so they do. So he's not sure where it's going to go.
You can tell he's reaching, he's leaning, he's just trying to make a difference in this game, but they're just not giving him much. There he comes in and
That's
puts
a
little
great
pressure.
setup from Zoey. Did you see that forehand roll dink she just had?
She's getting comfortable. Might be a little late, but we're going to see if she can help put the points on the board and get off to 0. Okay. She sat on that, speed up. There's the progression we were talking about.
That was so nice by Zoey. She read it, sat on it, able to get that one through Jorja.
Okay,
Here
Riley
they
being
come.
ready. Yes, that's what we were looking for.
That is an aggressive drop there. Riley able to polish it off.
Hopefully we'll see if it's got time to come back. It's tough, that little flick when most people can't.
Yeah, but they had to start going to Riley on that.
Yeah. He's always getting comfortable. There we go. Got a paddle on it, but just too much pressure from the Johnsons.
Off the net. All right, they get the ball back here, up 7-2.
7-2-1. Point.
Just
That's
too
tough.
good.
That's tough. It's so hard to defend. You know, he's been hitting that cross court to Riley every time. We talked about setting that up.
Oh, it's probably going out, but there's just no time to react.
Oh,
She holds her
what
ground on that one.
defense. She's definitely trying to put some aggression there. Yep. Yep. She was definitely trying to push Jorja back and left that one hanging up. You cannot leave that thing hanging in the middle against J-Dub.
Nope, not at all.
9-2-1.
Great lob. I love it.
Here we go, stepping in there. All
Really
right,
poaching and getting aggressive.
one more stop and you can get them unwinding the stack here. Might be able to put up some more points.
Side up.
And there we go.
Got the
Riley
side out.
gets it through the middle. All right, so now they got a little bit more of an advantage because they have to unwind the stack here.
291.
See if they can put some points on the board. Great little hands battle there.
That's a revenge flick right there. Getting J-Dub on the backhand, going right at him. Let's go,
That's
Zoey.
that progression. She's just getting comfortable.
Just not enough. You could tell the whole crowd is on her side right now, rooting for her.
Yeah, the pressure is on her. I mean, sure, she's feeling it a little bit, but she's doing a great job.
Point.
Okay,
That's a heat check from J.W. Johnson. You could see they're making Riley hit those thirds. They're starting to shy towards him a little bit, putting some pressure on him to get through.
Side up.
too good. Able to put some points on the board here.
And the Johnsons looking to try and close this one out here. Game 2 up a lot, 9-4 on the one.
Point.
Jorja, too tough.
Goes wide right there. You can see she was trying to block that instead of countering it. That's something that, as she progresses, maybe in this game, as we've seen.
4-1.
All right, match point number 1 here for the Johnsons.
Point.
And they
There
were
it
able to
is.
close it out.
And the number 1 seed shows why they're there. 11-2, 11-4. The Johnson in dominating fashion here.